Hey guys, I'm Chris and welcome back. I gotta share with you a predicament I found myself in recently with the new car that I bought a few months ago, as well as the fellow that I use to do all my paint and body work. His name is Paul. But before I get into the story, let's jump into the Camo Vic and let's go for a drive and I'll share this with you. Every time I get into this car, I just chuckle and laugh to myself. With this wrap, it's just outrageous and out there, and that's not who I am. It's not what I do. But I wanted to take a chance, and I'm finding I love this wrap more than anything else I've done with this car. Now, wherever I go, whether it's the supermarket, gas station, Target, doesn't matter. This car creates conversation, and folks seem to be polar opposites about it. Some people hate it, some people love it, but regardless, people talk about it, and that's pretty cool to me. So, here's what's going on. About 15 years ago, I met this guy named Paul. I met him at a body shop that I was using to do some paint and body work on different cars that I have. And over the years, Paul and I have gotten to be pretty good friends. And he's done countless jobs for me, from a motorcycle project that I gifted over to my dad for his birthday, to a full restoration on a 58 Dodge, a Travelall, the Greenbrier, and the list just goes on and on. I mean, he's done so many jobs for me. About 6 months ago, I bought a van. It was a 77 Dodge Tradesman. It's a shorty van, and I'm going to be introducing that shortly. But I bought this van specifically to give to Paul because it needed paint and body work. And I bought this van cheap enough because it needed the work. And, you know, I promised myself a long time ago not to get back into doing full restorations anymore. It takes too much time, too much money, too much effort. But with Paul on my side, I figured, you know, this is a great opportunity to get back into it and not have to deal with all those issues anymore. So I bought this van in December, about 6 months ago. It took 3 months or so just to get it shipped here, and that's a whole nother story with shipping and transportation of these cars. And the van came out of Texas, came up here to Delaware. Paul started working on it, and he's spent maybe 6 weeks or so sanding it down, cutting out the metal, or cutting out the rust, welding in new metal, getting the body nice and straight, and he sprayed it. He sprayed the color. He got 2 coats of color on. While working on the van, Paul died, had a heart attack, gone. He's done. In fact, today's the day of his funeral and the viewing and the services. And of course, I'll be there to pay tribute to Paul. But it leaves me in a predicament because Paul, he did not have a will. He didn't have a will. And what I found out is that without a will, the state comes in and audits the property. And the state comes in and takes 20%. In this case, it's Maryland. And I then found out the state of Delaware, if you die in the state of Delaware without a will, the state takes 50% of your value, 50% of your property, your net worth. And so here's the predicament I'm in. The van's down in Paul's garage. I can't get it out. I can't get a hold of family members, and I'm hoping to be able to contact them tonight. The state's going to come in and audit the property, and the van's in there. The van's in his garage. And I have no way to represent my interest. And I'm stuck here, and I'm trying to figure this out. I don't know if the family member's aware that it's my van, that Paul's been working on it. I don't know when the state's going to come in and do their auditing of the property. I do have a bill of sale for the van. I never registered it in my name because simply I had it delivered, really, frankly, just right to Paul's house when I bought it. The other part of this is that once I do show ownership, how long is it going to take to get this van out? It's going to take weeks, months, a year? I have no idea. I've never been in this situation before. And then the other part of this is that, you know, Paul's done a lot of work on this van. And I can only guess his out of pocket right now between paint and supplies and material, $1,000, $1,200. I got to pay somebody. Who do I pay? I mean, I want to pay Paul, right? But I can't do that anymore. He has 3 siblings, 2 brothers and a sister, from what I'm told. I saw that in the obituary. But I need to pay somebody. What do I pay? What do I come up with? Now, we had negotiated some prices, but the price of this job kept evolving because I kept adding more to it. I bought the van and it was simply the paint and body work. Then I bought flares, a chin spoiler. I got a porthole to go in. I bought parts for this, bumpers and other things as well. So there's a big question mark about how much do I pay and who do I pay? I guess I pay into the estate, but then I'm paying the state of Maryland a portion of this too, which isn't cool. So I'm stuck. I'm stuck without a car. I got a lot of money sunk into this already between buying the van, transportation, the parts, side pipes, and so forth. I still have to pay the family, I suppose, I guess. There's no wife, there's no children, and there's no will. So here's my question. Have you run into this before? Do you know anything about this? Look, I think I need to get to an attorney, probably a real estate attorney, ask them this, pose it to them, see what they think, what they say. So I'm stuck. And if you have any guidance, any advice, any recommendations, any family members who've gone through this, hit me up, let me know, because I need some help and I don't know what the next step is. Now, like I said, tonight's the funeral. I'm going to go there, introduce myself, make some contacts, hopefully get some resolution, or at least what the next step's going to be. But I need some help. I don't know what to do. And look, and I feel terrible too, even for having to think about the financial side of this and my interest in this. Look, I lost a friend in this. And Paul's gone, and he was my guy, you know? So I'm sad for that, and I'm sad for the family. I'm also sad for my situation as well. So let me know. Let me know what you think, what you've heard, what you know, and any advice or guidance you can offer. I need it, and I appreciate it. I really do. So thanks for sticking around, listening to this, and let me know if you can help. Thanks.